Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back my another tutorial. I'm Sakib Naim. So Mr. X, I am doing fine. Hope you are also doing fine. My today topic is passing props to the component. This is the popular topic. In this topic, you mastering the pass the props to component, and JavaScript is like GJX on JSX. So you have to learn how to props to the JJX component, how to read props from component, how to specify the default values of props, how to pass from the JJX to component, changed over time. This is the mainly passing props to component AJS file functions on the JavaScript. There is here you can see here is an example. There is a app.js gen avatar, but they work in profile written avatar. But here is a prof person name and image ID size 100. So there is a person size that is available. Here step 2 read the props inside the child component. Here is the image avatar source search on which is avatar size. There is a image size. There is a day by day is minimum. So there is the main things you have to pass through the component on the props like name, ID, photo size, everything. So I have to practically doing and understand the given example so you can understand very easily. So guys, doing that. So in that file I am already created hello.gx for example props component passing through the um, GSX GSX. So on the FGS I already called hello. So we'll go to the instance and go into the page working perfectly. So going to an examples like props. So I have to go into props. So I have to call that function like props, and after that we're going to app.js. Here is the name. So here is the name I have to create, but there is a one thing I have to should reduce. There's one hello. This is fine working. It's working. So after div, I have to name the class name like hello. Not that like app and hello. No, hello name. I have to give name like Sakif. Also the passing the component hello.js. So if you go at just props hello Mike. So I'm going to message that my curly bracket on the props. So go to the refreshing page. So see that here is nothing I get. So I'm going to inspect that. See what's the notice. There is a console. See there is an error. We can see there is a clear error. Download the readable better. Fail to load the resource the server GX1. Fail to reload GX. Fail to reload GX. Receive failed. An error. The consider the adding an error boundary to 3. The customize error handling behavior. There is an error, so we have to configure that perfectly. So go to the back to the code props. In this hello h1 tag we're going to modify the app.js and props. So you have to console log that. That will be not error. Console log for getting the input correctly. So semicolon. So go to the inspect, human inspect. Go to the output, rendering the H1 component. So to inspect that again and find the console offset. Console of props. Wait a second. So there are recorders, props, and console props. Function hello props is working. So going to props.name. Yes, it's working. So to inspect that and console. There is an object passing name circuit property offset, circuit name offset. It's working. It's working perfectly. Here's the main thing passing through the component as yes is a you need to find out the props element. This is the main thing we are going to show that by example. So we're going to message. So suppose we're going to name under the B side we're going to give a message. So just one thing and just give a message. So go to the app.js. Here is the find message. Just did done. Let's come back. From start message. Curly bracket. From start message. From start message. So going to the file. Refresh it. There is an error. So let's click on print it. Wait a second. There was a mistake. First it message. So trying to print one thing. Wait a second. abstraction name. message, sorry, triple A, that's the mistake, silly mistake, I think. So welcome back, circuit line is working. So that's the things. I'm going to perfectly done. No error, it's silly error, little funny. So after that, we're going to the C, back to the next page. So we are going to discuss something sports about advanced topic. So go to the page. So after that, passing props to the component like edges, conditional rendering. So there's a you mastering the different edges depending on the conditions. How conditionally include the exclude piece of AGX. So after that, we are mostly called destructing the props. Destructing the props mainly show you rendering the AJAX using JavaScript syntax like uh, component rendering several times, which can be marked as a picked or not. That's the distracting props, and that you're going to lying and mastering dot sites return different Jesus tree with the changes some of the items get changed at the end. This is the final thing. We have to go to situations. In this situation, there is a distracting. When you use on your any code or any project, you have to destroying the props for better understand functionality, reusability of code. So further delay, we go to the back to the business. So let's start it. So after that, we have now learn on destructing. It's the same thing, but you have to declare like that is same thing, but declaring some different way. These the things, everything the same output, but declaring the uh, name not. It's a very interesting thing. So we can do in that. This is the theory part. So I'm done to give a excellent example, so you can easily understand very fast. Give a give an example of that so that you can easily implement on your project, and you have to understand who is part you have to choose props, that's component and AJX or distracting. So no further delay, I'm going to hello.jsx console log props, so to constants distracting, distracting for constant name message, and message equal to props. This is the things we can do in the props. Method and name. So to convert these distracting the props, going to back to the website. Yes, you see there is a working same to same. That's also fine. That's the cause distracting. We can also I can also that FGSX props on the GX will come back. So it is your choice which path you are going to choose, distracting or something else. So after that, we are going to immutability props. So you can use the immutability props in your project. Immutability means they're the same thing, but there is a names of props dot message dot props, name dot props. Same thing, but define issue. We have to choose it from your code, like props. There's the things. So go to the file. There is a nothing coming in because we have to inspect this. Save the difference. There is a no either, but there is a welcome back name property offset. Mm, Perfect. There is a no error. See, there is a no error, but they cannot come message dot props message dot props. See, because cannot distracting. We call this proxies here. So there is something that cannot read in same thing twice. There's one thing once, one thing. This is that same before, but we can inspect the new. See, there is an error. What is the error, man? Fail to source status of the Apache internal server error. There is an internal server error because we applied that thing, the message dot cross, message dot cross, because we have already cleared that. That's the immutability. You cannot choose this twice. One single code is one time. There's not going to efficiency, but there's no need because every person has a one number, one age. So that's the things you cannot has the React developer develop by his needs requirement. So that's all for today. Hope you guys doing well. See you next tutorial on React.js English tutorial. Allah Hafiz.